Saturday and all over the weekend, so it's a big weekend for the Tommy Tigers and the Eagles after a big win. Well, hopefully a big win for them against Anarchy this afternoon. They'll be looking for a double effort. And little girl decided to take the short way home, Eric, across the ground.
Yes, to the detriment of the game.
So 16-19, 115 Corio. They lead North Geelong 2-7-19 at the final change.
It's a bit of a worry, isn't it? 9 shots to 35, Laurie.
That's right. Dabrowski back on the forward line again as well this quarter, so we were wrong in our predictions.
I just wonder if he's fit. A fairly heavy bandage on his knee there.
He's been lively up forward. He's probably gives a little bit of pace around that forward line.
Start of the final term, it'll be Savanka against Weiss. Umpire puts it in the air. They both get a hand to it. That man O'Toole picks the footy up again, breaks the tackle at half-back, switches play towards Toby Lindsay. Laurie goes to his pad again and puts down another stick. Now Lindsay from half-back goes to half-forward Dabrowski. And is that a free kick against Fryers? Oh, well, he thought it was against Fry. He thought it was against him too, but he got the free kick in the end at half-back. Just well, he didn't get up and tell the umpire what he thought. Now he switches play to Fisher on the opposite side, half-back flank, takes the mark. Goes to the right foot, kick the lead on from Harrington. Good kick, good mark. Takes it at half-forward. Plays on now, wheels around on the left boot. Goes towards the lead of Wilson, but Lazarek fills in front and takes the mark.
He's been steady there, cross back as well.
Doesn't do a lot wrong, Rick Lazarek. Hasn't done so for about 4 years. Now it's short to Savanka, in between fullback and centre half-back. He goes with the right boot out wide looking for Walton. Stands there. Fisher, good thump away. Needs a front and centre. It was Cullen. Left foot torpedo punt towards the middle. Bigham takes the mark and plays on. If you don't mind. One grabber goes towards Barry O'Toole. Has to pick it up on the half volley. Does. Handballs it towards a standing start. Dabrowski knew he was going to get tackled. Now coming through Elzinger. Left it behind on the first occasion. Then got it back. Chipped it up over the top though. And it's going to be a very good mark to Keys. Running back with a flight of the foot. He takes it at half forward.
Yeah, very courageous Keys there. It's the outside 50. With Brett Fisher standing the mark. So Keys now. Well, chips the low pass, looking for, found Dabrowski. Threw it over his head. Dabrowski to Dans, back to Cullen. Cullen now from a standing start towards the goal square. Mark almost from behind for Corio, but it's butted up. Picked up by Hardman. Gets a handball clear to Weiss, and he just chips it barely the 10 metres, I'd suggest, to Sanders. Plays on quickly now. Gets across the middle of the ground, and, well, Fisher, he was paid eventually. A juggling mark, I think Toby Keys was waiting for now. Keys, lack concentration. Fisher, experienced. Took the footy, kicked it into the forward half, but nobody there for North Geelong. Matty King picks it up, handball long, over the top, looking for a teammate in Burt. He can't handle a footy. Ryan in to help him out. Goes across the ground with a handball. Terrible handball. Matty Cullen, another bad handball. But they're helped out there, and it's picked up finally by Toby Lindsay. Kicks it towards half forward. Sheer pace there from Manning. Absolutely running away from Longstaff. He's had 2 bounces, has a pot shot from 15 metres out and has missed. They're the ones he usually gets. Not today, though. 2 goals, 4 for Shane Manning. 16 goals, 2,116. Corio, they lead North Geelong 2-7-19. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 3.5 minutes gone.
Kick in came from Elzinger, goes out wide. Ferguson uses his pace, gets away from Keys, takes a bounce and then goes to Harrington at half forward. Doesn't take the mark, but got some time now to switch things towards centre half forward, and Russell Hearn takes the mark. Coming at him Lazarek, so just holds him up. Now Hearn chips the ball over the top to Harrington again.
Just too loose, Matty King, wasn't he?
Well, they're just not paying enough respect for their players at the moment, Eric. They just think that they're just going to run the game out and it's all going to be down there into the ground, but that's not the way to go about it.
So Kane Harrington will shoot for goal from 50, or just inside. Comes in, left foot kick, and it's a pretty good kick off the boot.
Beautiful kick.
Yep, and he's kicked the goal. So his first of the afternoon, the third for North Geelong. They go to 3-7-25. They trail Corio 16-20, 116 at Buckley's Entertainment Centre final. Quarter scoreboard, 4 minutes played.
And just some of the switches, Ricky Bigham from defence into attack. I just hope they're not losing a bit of...
Well, he didn't say that to him, Eric. He did make some changes. He actually didn't announce the changes. They do it a little bit different to you and I do it. They put it on a whiteboard, and everyone's supposed to look at where they play and get into that position. So I couldn't hear where he said the changes were.
Well, the ball's thrown in the air. There's a free kick once again against North Geelong in the centre square. So Savenka, the ruckman for Corio, will get the ensuing free kick. So gets the ball, man on the mark in the centre circle. There's Savenka now. Kicks long, good looking kick into the half forward area. Oh, Barry O'Toole. His opponent gave him away, Troy Elzinga, and that was unfortunate because he just worked his way in front of Russell Hearn, took the easiest of easy marks. He's kicked 8.
Troy hasn't got enough body strength for Barry O'Toole for a start off. And when it's up in the air like that, Eric, he's going to be struggling all the time.
So Russell Hearn is 45 metres from the goal, and he's on the man on the mark as Barry O'Toole. 8 to his name, moves in, will kick from just inside 50. He's got underneath it, and he's not going to get the distance. He's going to land almost in the goal area. Dabrowski, well, went without it. Finally, threw it away. Yes. Comes out to Barry O'Toole.
I think he kicked that one,
actually kicked the goal, a miraculous goal. And
got 50 for kicking it.
Actually, I think Barry lost it in the run-up. He ran about 22 metres, and I think he forgot it. What have I got to do with this? Kick it now.
So Fisher it is, who's had the ensuing free kick, goes to and finds Harrington at centre-half forward. And, a few Corio defenders have lost concentration in this last quarter, but certainly not McNamara. He goes for the mark. Oh, gee, just carried it over the boundary line. That was AFL. It's a definite free kick. Not here, fortunately for him. So hasn't done too much wrong today, Ash McNamara. As the ball is out of bounds now. 5 metres from the behind post. North Geelong kicking with whatever bruise is still there. As the ball comes in, Savenka across the face of goal. Keating runs onto the footy, picks it up. He's immediately tackled, does get the ball forward to Toby Lindsay. Weaves his way through a number of players. Long handball over the top to Rick Lazarick. He weaves his way back again. They've chipped it sideways to Burt, and Burt on half-back flank near the boundary has taken the mark. Kick to, the mark not taken by Walton because Brett Fisher put the big fist into it and put it off hands over the boundary line. So certainly Brett Fisher running himself into a bit of form, I think. He's running pretty hard as the ball now is out of bounds, just forward of centre for the North Geelong side as Cornwall replaces Dabrowski. Comes in there. Savenka, big tap forward. Oh, luck's a fortune because Friars overran the footy. Cornwall, however, can't pick it up. Oh, Friars pushed it straight over the boundary line. Well, they certainly don't pay it in our league because that was a metre from the boundary and he pushed it straight over and no free kick. So the ball thrown in front of our broadcast position. Savenka does well. Handball over the top to Cullen. Handball to Ricky O'Toole. Handball forward in hopes that Cornwall could run onto the footy. But North Geelong have kept it in through Hardman. Handball over the top to Sanders. A long handball to Weiss. And he goes right across the ground looking for Harrington and, paid the mark in the middle, Harrington. I thought King got a hand on it, but Harrington takes the mark. He's got Ferguson loose at half forward. He takes the mark. He chips it further forward, but it's broken down because Keating once again, great game in defence, has taken the mark. Well, not such a good kick, but it's all a Corio there as Ryan takes the mark. He hasn't got a lot to kick to. Goes long, looking for, and found Matty Cullen. Russell Hearn wasn't too keen to run into the boot. Now Cullen, much better kick, finds the coach in Dans. He goes right across the ground to nobody. Can he run onto a Toby Lindsay? He can't, but he runs into a tackle, gets clear. Manning, handball to Bolshevik. Bolshevik 40 metres out, has Barry O'Toole leading for him. It's too high, and Elzinga back onto the footy, runs across the face of goal, has a bounce. Now kicks wide, looking for a teammate in Ferguson out there. He's got 3 to boot and does well. Picks it up, now uses his pace to, I thought to get away with it, but unfortunately in using that pace he's just worked his way over the boundary line. So good pick up by the boundary umpire there. And in front of the change rooms here at Corio, the boundary umpire put the ball back into play. 9 minutes gone, final quarter. 16-20 Corio lead North Geelong 3-7.
So a boundary throw in with Weiss coming across to do the ruck work for North Geelong up against Savanka. Savanka gets it down towards Cornwall. Gives it away to Ricky O'Toole. Can't pick it up. Then he's held on to.
Oh, high umpire.
Now handball back towards Lindsay. A throw, said the umpire. So it'll be a free kick. And we'll go to Tajani and 50 as well. So Tajani will bring the footy down to half forward. Gets on a better angle too. How does that work? Directly in front now. So now Tajani's got the footy. Can go short to Harrington.
Harding, Manelli, Harding.
So now he just pops it up. Terrible kick off the boot. Coming to the front of the pack. Handball. Went to Dragosevic. Kick over his shoulder. Kicks the goal. Does well. So his second goal. And the fourth for North Geelong. They go to 4-7-31. They trail Corio 16-20, 116. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 10 minutes played.
Yeah, well, I don't think the Corio coach would be too pleased at this point in time. They've left a little bit to be desired with their discipline, Corio. They're not picking up their man when they run into the forward line. Matty King, he's not picking up his man at all. So he's had 3 easy kicks, and they're getting some score on the board, and Corio unfortunately have only kicked 1 point.
Been a couple of fairly ordinary non-decisions like Ricky O'Toole. Couldn't have got a free kick there. That's absolutely beyond me.
The umpy said, "You've had enough, son."
Back to the middle. Savanka gets it down, chopped off though by Sanders. Right foot kick towards centre half forward. King has taken the mark at half back. Thought about switching play. He goes towards Burt. Ferguson's there again. Handball back to Harrington. Now wheels around on the left boot again. Long towards, Keating can't take the mark in front. Against him was Brockenshear. Now through the middle. King does well. Rides the bump. Then kicks it short towards Cullen. It's okay. Sits for him. He's got a bit of time now. Oh, draws a play. Doesn't know where to go to. Handballs it wide towards Lindsay. Now he chips it towards nobody in particular. Sanders goes up and takes the mark. So mucking around with the footy across half back, the Devils. And they've turned it over to Sanders. He's going to go wide to Harrington. But he's decided to hold the ball up for a little bit longer. And now he'll switch play back towards Fryers in the middle of the ground. So he's taken the mark. Hasn't gained any meterage, but tries to centre the ball.
Oh.
So we're going to handball to Bolchevic, who
Nearly fell for it.
has done that a couple of times today, run past looking for the handball. Now Fryers goes straight down the middle. It's okay. And has found Gibbs.
What's North been doing?
So Gibbs has taken the mark about 40 metres out directly in front. Too late to come alive now, Loz.
Yes.
So Daniel Gibbs, who spent most of the afternoon in the back line, in the forward line now. Chance to put his first on the board. He comes in and kicks it like Andrew Dabrowski to the left.
Missed everything.
And 3 for 1 behind. So they go to 4-8-32 North Geelong. Corio 16-20, 116. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 12.5 minutes played.
So the ball being returned. Matty King, it looks like going to do the kicking in. So they've really...
I think the sting's gone out of the game a bit, don't you think?
Absolutely, absolutely. So Matty King now moves in. Well, he's kicked it to Ricky O'Toole, 1 out against 3, and he's got some great support then from Savanka, who can't take the unfortunately, and the ball off hands is over the boundary line. So, Corio, the run's gone out of the legs, and I suggested before the game, the long grass probably is not helping. A magnificent surface, but the grass is quite long. As the ball comes in now, Savanka hits the ball forward toward the boundary. As handball comes to Dan, stands now in front of Ricky Bigham. Strong mark, front of the face, and they're pretty hard to stop. So Ricky Bigham now in front of our broadcast position has the lead in the middle of the ground. It's Manning. Handball quickly to Ryan on the overlap there. Lovely left foot kick from Ryan. Has Nevada Cornwall. Cornwall's taken the mark 30 metres out directly in front. Thought very, very seriously about going on. But now he's got the lead has come from Manning, who's made a lot of ground because he kicked the ball from in front of us on centre circle. He's now at least 80 metres from there, so he's run very, very hard.
I reckon he ran past 6 North Geelong players who just watched him run by too.
Is that right? Yeah, well, you know, he's taken the mark 15 metres out directly in front, gone back to 50, and will come in. 2 goals 4 to his name so far, and comes in. And gee, the goal umpire's gone a long way across. It's 2 goals 5, so that's a bad miss because Corio, they need a goal just to steady the ship. They're a mile in front, but the concentration seems to have gone. 16-21, 117. They lead North Geelong 4-8-32. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 14.5 minutes.
You might have to see you during the week, I think, Loz. Shane Manning. Now the kick in from Elzinger goes to Hearn. He dropped the mark, but was good enough to get the ball back and chip it to Sanders, who gives it away quickly towards Fryers, runs across half back, gives it to, terrible kick to Dejani, coming through Longstaff, surrounded, needs to get rid of the ball, does, but only as far as Cullen. Breaks free, left foot kick towards Keys, who's standing there by himself, runs on, runs into the ground, and kicks it underneath the player running at him.
Barry O'Toole's gone down.
Yes.
And
hurt a knee.
With an ankle by the looks of it.
Yeah, and it was in the process of leading towards that play, but it's a rush behind to Corio in the meantime.
So that rush behind makes them 16-22, 118. And they lead North Geelong 4-8-32. They've got the ball to Fisher, North Geelong. From half back he goes with the kick towards half forward, looking for Harrington. And Bert's there also. Now it comes towards Kennedy, who breaks free. Left foot kick over his shoulders, okay, and gets it to Tajani. Now off a couple of steps, right foot kick towards Gibbs, who can't take the mark. McNamara against him, King there also, King through the middle. Now McNamara, was that a kick from
Gibbs?
Gibbs, was it?
Yes.
I think it was, and it's through for a goal. So Gibbs kicks his first, and the fifth for North Geelong, 5-8-38. And Corio 16-22, 118. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 16 minutes played.
Yes, so really, Corio have just absolutely stopped Laurie, haven't they? And
well, I'm just wondering, Eric, whether there's something in what you did suggest about whether the long grass is just taking the sting out of the legs, or whether it's just a mental thing. I think more to be a mental thing, wouldn't it? I mean, they're just not be prepared to run the ball and use their speed.
So the ball back in the middle with umpire Keating. Ball goes in the air. Once again, well, Savanka clearly the tap away on that occasion, but intercepted by Fryers. Bolshevik hasn't stopped trying. Kick off the ground into the forward line. Keys picked it up on the left foot. Oh, Barry O'Toole. He's worked his opponent out of the way. Oh, he's kicked. I was going to say a miraculous goal, but it was touched on the line. So 8 goals 3 to Barry O'Toole. 16-23, 119. Corio. 5-8-38 North Geelong. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 11 minutes gone. 17 minutes gone.
I think we've got Jimmy Sharman Ted on our side there, Eric.
Oh, have we?
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So the ball kicked in. Ricky O'Toole picks it up, eludes a couple of tackles, gets round on the left foot, kicks it towards the full forward position. Oh, magnificent recovery, I suppose, from Barry O'Toole. The ankle was in big trouble a few moments ago, but leading directly towards Ricky has taken the mark. The man on the mark is Troy Elzinger. He's 30 metres from goal directly in front, and Barry O'Toole has kicked 8. Corio yet to kick a goal in this final quarter. There's
Eric, I just want to ask you, do you think that's too far to run up?
Yeah, I do. I think you get out of balance rather than in balance. So Barry O'Toole now moves in, puts it on the boot. He's kicked right across the face of the goal, and might have been lucky to even get it behind. So now 8 goals 4. And they go to 16-24, 120. Corio, they lead North Geelong 5-8-38. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 18 minutes gone.
Matty Cullen.
Sorry, I'm watching the wrong thing.
Ricky Bigham, point.
Ricky Bigham's kicked a point, so they're all kicking points.
Sorry, I'm not watching the footy. I was watching something in the forward pocket.
Okay, 16-25.
I might go down there, actually. It's looking fun.
No, you better stay here.
Oh, all right then, fair enough.
121 is Corio, and from the kick in, the mark taken by Russell Hearn. He's got player loose on centre wing, and it's David Wilson. Another player loose in Ferguson at half forward. It's all North Geelong at the moment. Corio, perhaps they're over the fence having a look as well, because Ferguson's gone right to the full forward area offline, and Andy Ferguson kicks his third behind. 5-9-39. North Geelong but they trail Corio 16-25-121. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 19 minutes gone.
I'm back. You can have a look now, Eka. There's not much going on though. King from fullback for the Devils goes towards Manning, takes the mark in front of Ferguson, right back pocket. Handball over the top. Has to sit and wait was Burt. Handball it back to Manning. Did well to get a hand to it and run onto it at half back. Has to get around. Handball towards Bolchevic. They're mucking around with it. Goes towards Dragosevic, who picks it up and runs away. Left foot kick towards centre half forward McNamara. Doesn't muck around though. Takes the mark. Now he wants to switch play. The water boy falls over as he tries to get out of the way. Hearn takes the mark in front of Keys. And he'll switch play back to Hesselwood short. Takes the mark. Now he drives it towards centre half forward. Weiss is there. The big man goes up, gets a push in the head in the back, and it will be a free kick to Jamie Weiss. 45 and 50 metres out, directly in front. Chance to put their 6th goal on the board. So Jamie Weiss will line up from directly in front. Comes in now. Fair run up as well for the ruckman. He comes in, and I think he's.
Someone's pushed the post.
Daniel Gibbs has pushed the post to try and bring it inside, but it hasn't helped. Through for one behind. So they go to 5-10-40 North Geelong. They trail Corio 16-25-121. That's on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 20 minutes played.
So the kick in is marked by McNamara in the back pocket. Goes long towards the middle. In front, Brett Fisher takes a safe mark ahead there of Lee Savanka. So plays on quickly. Terrible kick. Oh, it was over the head of I think Harrington, who he's looking for. But finally, it's picked up by Cornwall, who finds was Ricky Bigham in the middle. Handball to Bolchevic, who's running, and the pass has gone to Barry O'Toole. Can't take the mark. Comes back on it. He's out-muscled there by Elzinger on that occasion, but he's kicked it back to nobody in the middle. It's all Corio, picked up by Ricky Bingham. Draws the player, handball to Nevada Cornwall. Now long into the full forward position this time. Oh, Barry O'Toole used the body.
He's got it this time.
And it was a bit like you were saying before, Laurie. His body work is too strong for Elzinger one-on-one.
Yeah, he's very skillful in that area. It's been like that for quite some years now, and if you don't know how to play him, you've got to be very aware, because he'll just gets that last little bit of a push, or not a push so much as a bump, and sets himself in the right position, and he's normally got a nice pair of hands.
So the man on the mark, 15 metres from goal, almost directly in front, and probably today's a day where Barry O'Toole should have kicked 10 at the minimum. Now comes in and has kicked his 9th, certainly. 9 goals, 4. So that's the first goal in the final quarter to the Corio side. 17-25-127. They lead North Geelong 5-10-40. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 22 minutes gone.
Yes, well, it's probably a fair comment, Eric. He probably should have kicked a few more, but it's not a bad day's work, is it? 9 goals, 4, and you know, he's still got time probably to get to 10th, and there's something about 10 when you play footy to kick a...
Like a century, is it?
What would we compare that with cricket?
Like a century?
So I'd say so, somewhere near it.
So they've decided to give the footy away. Don't know whether it's up the tree or whether they're not going to go down there and get it.
Bit of fun and games at the southern end of the ground in the last quarter, if you're listening. Not too much going on, just a bit of
push and shove.
A couple of people wanting to back themselves, I reckon. Bit of bravado. Not much has happened. Quite amusing, actually. Back to the middle. Savanka gets it down. Ricky O'Toole for kick number 73. He handballs it in the end to Manning. Handballs it to Walton. Great play through centre half forward. Robbie from 40 metres out. The old Kernahan tumbling punt. Oh, handball at Bolchevic. Give it to Barry O'Toole. Now he kicks the goal himself.
And Barry got his head nearly pulled off his shoulder. He's really telling the central umpire what
he wants. 10.
Of course he does.
Bolchevic's kick 4. And that's the 17th for Corio. 18th it is, yes, sorry, it's 18 now. 18 goals, 25. Do my maths for me.
About 131, is it?
131. 133, says our guru. 18-25, 133. Corio, they lead at North Geelong 5-10-40. It's been a long day, I can't Big ball adding up at the 24-minute mark of the final term.
Ball in the middle once again. Tapped down. Oh, Ricky O'Toole, brilliant. Took it away and runs his full measure. This time the pass is on. Now the opportunity. Big a magnificent pass, a magnificent lead.
Why is Matty Cullen even calling for it?
And now the umpire decides to blow time off, just to prolong the agony perhaps. But to paint the picture, the man on the mark's 30 metres from goal, 45, well, probably worse than a 45-degree angle. And Barry O'Toole, having kicked 9 goals 4, is lining up for goal number 10. Difficult angle, moves in. Runs toward the goal. I tell you what, he's kicked the 10th goal and he knows all about it. Look at him.
He knows how many it is as well.
That's goal number 10. Sensational performance from him, and that's goal number 19. 19-25, 138. That's Corio's score. In the last couple of minutes, they've piled on the agony for North Geelong. 5 goals, 10-40. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, and we just tick into time on in the 4th quarter.
Well, they've made amends, Laurie, for the first 20 minutes of the quarter when they didn't kick a goal.
Yes, they certainly have. It's just the way they ran the ball in, though. The ball went in quickly and straight to them, no mucking around.
Back to the middle. Savanka got it down, chopped off by Sanders. Kennedy through the middle. Now Hesselwood gets it to Hearn off a step towards centre half forward. Dragicevic against the couple. King goes up, can't take the mark. Dragicevic in there again, fighting hard for it. Surrounded, needs some support. Coming through Brockenshire, can't get it away clearly. Now Tajani gets it to Kennedy. He handballs, chopped off by Cornwall. Off a step, back towards Fisher, who should be able to stand there and take the mark and can do so. On the back end of the centre square, chips it over the top. 3 North Geelong players there. One of them is Weiss. He takes the mark. Now Weiss goes towards the lead of Harrington, but it didn't quite make it. Dragosevic's there as well. Now Harrington, handball back towards Ferguson, off a step towards the 10-metre square. Pretty good kick. Which way is it going to bounce? It's going to bounce through for a goal. So finally, Andrew Ferguson gets a goal. He's kicked 1 goal 3 for the afternoon, and the 6th for North Geelong. They go to 6-10-46. They trail Corio 19-25, 139. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 26 minutes.
Is this Brett Fisher's first game for the season?
Might have played last week.
Yeah, might have played in round 2.
Yeah.
But certainly it's the outing's doing him the world of good, because he's running on the ball and covering quite a bit of territory, and that's good for him.
Yeah, and he's racking up a few stats as well. He's taken a few catches and...
well, he reads it pretty well. He's going to get a few kicks around the middle as the ball goes up in the middle. Tapped down by Hasselwood on this occasion. Comes out by hand to Friars. Kick off 1 step to centre half forward. Oh, almost a great mark there to Keating, not paid. Dragicevic, handball to his teammate there. Kennedy it was, flicks it out, but Lazaric too quick there for... that was Harrington on that occasion as the ball comes toward the boundary on centre wing. Corio keep it in, looking for Dans, can't control it. His opposition coach in Russell Hearn takes the ball away from him, kicks it on the left foot, but there's Keating. Great mark in defence once again, and decides now to play on across the ground. Switch the play. He's got a lead there from Manning, but Ferguson, brilliant. Comes in, takes the mark, handballs at 30 metres to nobody. Leading in the race for the ball is Gibbs. He's got Burt there, also Manning to beat, and does well. But finally, Burt, I think, is more than happy to find the safety of the boundary line for Corio on half-back flank, and has, well, he's given the free kick for out of bounds on the full, I suspect, because the field umpire didn't give any indication at all. So it's Gibbs out there on the boundary for North Geelong with the footy. He's almost 50 metres from goal, so it'll take a very good kick from there, but he's going to put it at least in the area of the goal square. Great kick. In fact, if it's not a mark, it's a goal, but I think the mark has been paid, and who would it be? None other than Ricky O'Toole. Brilliant mark on the last line of defence. Now looking to get some room to kick the ball out. Long kick, so it's well outside 50. Big pack of players out there. Ball comes to ground, almost picked up by Hesselwood. McNamara does well to worry him out of that one, and the ball off hands is over the boundary line at the 50-metre arc. Half-back flank for Corio. We've been playing 28.5 minutes, final quarter. 19-25, lead 6-10 as the ball comes into play. Lazaric does the ruck work for Corio. Down to Cornwall. Big up and under handball. Finds That was McNamara. Handball to Dans. Back to Lazarick. Back into the middle to Cullen. So, Corio doing it easy. The chip pass finds Bigham. Ricky Bigham. Handball over to McNamara, who's run all the way to half forward from fullback. He's going to try and elude a couple of tackles. He's pinged from behind. And I think McNamara was just absolutely exhausted from running all that distance. The free kick goes to Wilson. He goes wide to centre wing. It's out on the full. So, no, it was touched just inside the field of play. So the boundary umpire put it in just forward of centre in front of the change rooms here at Corio. Ball comes in. Lazarick, well, he just bumped his opponent out of play. It's advantage paid to North Geelong. Ball goes to Hardman in the middle of the ground. He's gone out of the game since half time. Good first half. He just chips a pass looking for and finding Sanders. Half forward flank on the left foot. He goes forward and finds a teammate there in Brockenshire. So Brockenshire for North Geelong. He's gone back very quickly, pinged it towards the goal, and off hands it's through for behind. So the dying stages of this game now. 6-11-47 North Geelong. They trail Corio 19-25-139.
Oh, King kicks in looking for Savanka over his head, but Ryan was there and also Cornwall. Now it goes to Savanka. You can chip it wide towards Keating. O'Toole's there also, uses the body beautifully, handballs it inboard to Rick Lazarick, just over his head, but he's good enough to get away, handballs it outside to Russell Hearn. It wasn't Ricky O'Toole, it was Russell Hearn. Now he chips it short to Sanders, plays on, goes towards half forward now with a kick towards centre half forward, and Dragicevic can't take the mark. Got the ball though, then surrounded, Ryan's in there, tackles him, and the umpire will come in and ball it up. So centre half forward, North Geelong into attack. The northern end of the ground will have a ball up. Been playing 31 minutes. Sadistic timekeepers. Now Weiss from the ruck contest. Dan's handball to Cullen. Sells a dummy, goes a left foot kick back to the middle, but it's all North Geelong and Fisher takes the mark. Chip it to Sanders or Hesselwood. But he wants to go further afield. Weiss gives him a lead. He goes out wider though, looking for and finding Hardman, who takes the mark. Got a lot to kick to now. Kennedy's probably his best effort, but there's a couple surrounding him, including Lindsay and O'Toole, and Lindsay gets it over the top. Ryan misses his target. Tajani's there as well. He's wrapped up by Ryan. Gets rid of the ball though. Hardman, little toe poke, only as far as Keating. Runs away. Right foot kick around the corner towards centre wing. Hall worked under the ball by Keys. Can he pick it up though? Yes, he can now. Hall comes at him. Now he gets a right foot kick away, but it's only as far as Longstaff. But there is the siren for full time. And it is Corio 19-25-139 have defeated North Geelong 6-11-47. And in that final term, 3 goals, 6 to Corio, 4 goals, 4 to North Geelong. So the Magpies outscoring the Devils in the final term. And the goal kickers for Corio, 10 to Barry O'Toole and 4 to John Bolchevik, 2 to Shane Manning, singles to Andrew Dabrowski, John Keys and Matthew Cullen. While for North Geelong, their goals, 2 to Adam Dragicevic and singles to Andrew Ferguson, Kane Harrington, Daniel Gibbs and Brendan Kennedy. But in the end, it was Corio 19-25-139 defeated North Geelong 6-11-47. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have our final siren segment. Thanks to Australian Treaded Pine. We'll wrap up the day here at Corio and look ahead to next week in round 4 of GDFL. You're listening to Matchday Live on 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.